Hey, how you going? It's Amythyst. Welcome to Sage Circle. So, I'm just going to do a video about my published oracle deck called the Whimsical Bitch Oracle. It's self-published. There's a few floating around the place, which is great. And I do actually have a local Australian publisher who publish worldwide. They're interested in possibly taking this deck from me and republishing it under their publishing house name, and then I will just get a percentage of whatever the sales are every quarter worldwide. I'm literally considering doing that. I've been on the fence about it because it's my baby. It's my first published deck, but that doesn't matter. I've got 22 or something in total now. I channel all the time. So I've made 2 decks since yesterday. So not to this capacity, but they're down, they're jotted, they're on board, cardboard, paper, whatever. Anyway, so I have had different people from around the traps, and friends included, say to me, how do you read your oracle cards? What are the messages? What are the meanings? What do they say? We don't understand it so much because they're very different. They're very out there. They're out of the box. They're very sassy. They're very rude. They can be, depending on what the meaning is. They can be quite abrupt or in your face. There's a bit of a power pack. Boom, there's a punch involved with these, and I love it. So, I thought I would give a bit of a rundown about it. So, basically, it says here, swearing and raw talk present. So basically, here we go. Energy doesn't lie. Every card of the Whimsical Bitch Oracle is by design a choose your own adventure. Card meanings will change dependent of individual and collective reads, including other decks to make a tailored spread. Pull one card or pull them all. My sassy as fuck way of life is member to a global sub-community. Keep it real, one love, take no shit, self-educate. Multi-dimensional peace. Every soul on the planet is able to use this deck. Damn straight. So basically, the thing is, when you use this deck, you could do a reading, 4 readings in one day for different people, and you can get the same card every time come out. That's the card we'll start with. And every time you pull a card, it'll have a different meaning. Okay, so let's do this, guys. First card, it says green jelly envy. You know the saying green with envy? So green, jealous, envy. And this speaks for itself. Somebody's jealous of you, or maybe the person you're inquiring about has a bit of jealousy about somebody else. If it's a querent for a third party, or not third parties in relationship, but just another person that's not yourself. Green, jelly, envy. And this is exactly what this means. People are jealous about other people's come up and other people's growth and other people's things that they have good happening in their life. So green, jelly, envy, and that speaks for itself. There isn't really a double or triple or quad meaning for this particular card. Oops. Next one says cry then die. Yeah, so basically, if you come out of a bad relationship, or your partner's, you're not getting well with your partner, or people are just shitting on you and picking on you all the time, you got bullies in your life, no matter how old you are, even adults get bullied. This is cry then die. Basically, have a cry, let it out, but then go and get yourself together. Dye your hair. They say women, when they go through a breakup or something traumatic, they color or cut or dye their hair. This is what the meaning is. And again, guys, this has got no gender specifications. I just said female, women, because I'm a woman, and I know that's what us women do. Well, I do, and some of my mates, we do. That's what we do. So cry then die, and that's exactly what it means. And it also means maybe you need to stain something. Maybe you need to, maybe what you're looking at, you need to end. So cry then die. So maybe you need to, literally, if you picture putting some black ink into some water, it's just going to spread across it. Cry then die. What are your tears hiding, or what are your tears not being truthful for? What's being dyed? What can't you see through those tears because you're crying so much? So there's a double meaning for that. This one, omen. Well, that speaks for itself. You could take it any way you want for any meaning, any question, anything at all. An omen. You might literally pull this card and then see maybe, there you go, I just heard a bird. It's chirping. That is an omen. To me, that's angels, spirit. That's your omen. No is a power tool. No means no. Now, generally when people say no, no is a statement. No doesn't need an explanation. You don't need to say no and then feel guilty because A, B, C, and D, and that's why I said no. No is a power tool. Sometimes no can save your life. Sometimes no can keep things together. It's a power tool. A power tool in itself. What's that? A hammer, a drill, a bloody, a saw, electric saw, a chainsaw, whatever. No is a power tool. Sometimes you need to use the no to piece things back together or to pull things apart, to have a good look within. So no is a power tool. Next card. Stay on track. Now that speaks for itself. Stay on track. So does that mean that you or person you're inquiring about is in track and field, or they're on a fitness journey and they need to stay on track, literally on the track? Well, that's your meaning. Stay on track could also mean, like, if you're coming off an addiction or what have you, stay on track, you're on the right path, stay where you need to stay, you're doing the right thing. It could mean anything, but stay on track. Whatever you're focused on, stay on that path, because this speaks for itself. Stay on track. Fuck the haters. Yeah, that speaks for itself. Now, a hater doesn't necessarily have to be somebody that has genuine hate. It could just be somebody, you know, it could be even members of your own family that don't like the fact that you've grown, or you had growth, or you're independent, or you're outspoken, you know, like fancy being opinionated or having thoughts about things that are different to the family. Therefore your class is opinionated, therefore you're the black sheep, or you're the underdog, or you're the unruly one, or you're the bloody mischievous one, or you're the scapegoat because you speak your mind. Fuck the haters. If you're doing the right thing and you know in your heart and fucking soul that what you're doing in your life is the right thing and you're not hurting anyone, fuck the haters. Toppity top. Now, in the BDSM world, a top is a dominant and a sub is a bottom, or a bottom is a submissive. So toppity top. I'm at the top. I'm at the toppity top. I'm the top, and nothing can fucking top that for me in my life. Doesn't mean the next top over sitting next to me isn't at the top in their own world, but in my life, I'm the top, and that in my private world. And that doesn't necessarily mean have to be of a sexual nature or a sensual nature. It could literally just be in your job, in your career. You might work, you know, like me, I'm a psychic medium. I might, you know, I have done before, worked alongside fucking 5 or 6 other women on the top of my game. I don't care what they are. She's the top of hers, she's the top of hers, she's the top of hers. But this is the message, toppity top. Or it also might mean, for a different meaning, strive to the top. You're at the top, but you need to top that top. You're right up where you need to be, but you're not quite at the top yet, so you just need to top the top of your top, and then you'll be at the top. Okay. Mama said, enough said. Yeah, mum's the word. And even if it's not a real life mum, that's that maternal energy. If you feel in yourself that no means no, or enough is enough now, you're not going to top ship for somebody, or you're not going to sit around eating chocolate biscuits because you love them anymore, or you're not going to be dating that person because he's just a fuck boy. Whatever your situation is, go with your maternal instinct. Mama said, enough said. And it doesn't matter if you're a man. Mama said, enough said. Enough. Sub account. Right, there's more than one meaning for this. A sub account could literally, again, be in relation to the BDSM world, where you are in a sub community. You're in a BDSM world and you are a sub. You're a submissive, and that is a part of your lifestyle, and this is what it's about. You need to be accountable as being a sub. Sometimes people have those lines that blur in that world, so they look, I'm not going to get too deep into it because it's not everybody's thing, but you know, maybe you or somebody you're inquiring about overlaps that sub outlook in their everyday life when it comes to money and spending and drinking and partying and work and play. Like maybe there's no account where that's supposed to be all sitting into, and then you go dip into that account and do what you need to do, then step back out of it. Like maybe there's a line blur. But also sub account because also mean you're saving money, you're working on yourself, you've got a sub account, you've got a separate secret little account. It's like a nest egg off what you're doing. Somebody might know about it, somebody might not know about it. It doesn't matter. It's your account. That is your sub account. Now, whether that's for money, for energy, for replenishment for later, whatever it is, you might be saving money for a party. Hell knows, I am. I've got a 40th birthday party coming up for myself, and yeah, so I've got a sub account for that now. I'm, you know, as in, but that's not even off my own bank account. It's just I have money going aside for that now. So yeah, sub account. Next card. Whatever punk. It's like whatever punk. You know, you're being punky, you're acting obnoxious towards me. Stop being obnoxious. Just because I'm studying, just because I'm growing, just because I have growth, just because I'm pretty, just because I'm ugly, just because I've got long hair, just because I've got a shaved head, it doesn't mean that you can give me your punk ass attitude, because I'm not you. And that's as simple as that. I did say these cards are really fucking quite sassy, right? Bird's eye view. Okay, so you're at the top of where you need to be in yourself, and you're looking down at all the shit going on around you. Rise up, raise your vibration, rise up. This is your bird's eye view of what's going on around you. And I'll tell you what, there are 4 cards out of this whole entire deck that my 14-year-old, who was 13 at the time, made. He said, can I come up with a few? And I said, well, go ahead. This is one of them, bird's eye view. And that was his meaning. Looking up, being up the top and looking around at all the shit that's going on around you. You need to rise yourself up, Mum. You need to lift your energy and have a look from a bird's eye view. A very clever boy. And so that speaks for itself. Bird's eye view. Next card, salute. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of your achievements. I'm proud of myself. Whatever it is, salute. You know what salute means. Now, if you pick this card and you have links to the forces, whether it's Army, Air, or Sea, whatever, this could be a genuine specific message for you. This could just be a confirmation. Salute, because we all know that's what these really strong, important people in the forces around the world do. I'm just going to have a drink. But it could also be a salute to yourself, going, well done, pat on the back, you've come so far. And it could be you being respectful about other situations in your life. You've done good, salute. Internal PPE. PPE stands for protective, personal protective equipment. And that usually PPE is like earbuds, like noise sounding earbuds, protective eyewear, it could be earphones to block out noise. It could be steel cap boots, it could be a harness on the side of a truck, whatever. It could just be personal protective equipment. Like right now across the world, it's the face masks, PPE could also be what women and men wear in hospitals and stuff. So anyway, it's about your internal PPE. Are you nurturing your heart? It's okay to wear your heart on your sleeve, but do you have that little bad boy in a fireproof harness? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's about, your internal PPE. It's okay to share your thoughts with people, but do you have your mental hard hat on? Are you protecting your emotions, knowing that they're out there cruising around, but you have a hard hat on? Internal PPE. Blessed is the broken bridge. Look, honestly, we've all had some shit go down in our lives, no matter how old you are, no matter how young you are, no matter what your background is. Pain and heartache aren't prejudiced to what goes on in people's lives. It doesn't care. It'll just come for you, So basically, blessed is the broken bridge. If that bridge wasn't there, you wouldn't have been able to get over that heartache, or get to that pain, or get through that pain, or push through that pain, because regardless of the bridge being broken, thank fuck there was a bridge, and that's how you've got to look at it. Blessed is the broken bridge. Sometimes it's like a phoenix coming out of the ashes. It rises up from the heartache and the pain, and that's what this bridge is doing. It's helping you get over to the other side of whatever it is. And the saying, build a bridge and get over it. Yeah, it might be rickety, but thank fuck the bridge was made. On the rise with thick thighs. So basically, we in this day and age, it's all about being thick, thick thighs like the rappers and all this sorts of shit. It's about being thick, thick thighs, skinny waist, or whatever. On the rise with thick thighs. You're fabulous. You're glorious. Man or woman, it doesn't matter. You're on the rise with thick thighs, and that's the mindset. That's the outlook. You might be as fucking skinny as a rake. You might only weigh 50 kilo, but you're still on the rise with thick thighs, because that's how you look at yourself. You put your chaps on, yeehaw, cowboy, on the rise. You're rising up in yourself. You're rising up in your life. You're rising up in your energy. Up, up, up. I'll read that one last. It's just information. I'll do it now. It says, blessed be Amythyst Black, psychic medium, energy reader and channel, certified Yasui Reiki master and psychic surgeon. This information down the bottom here basically just says that I have a certified, accredited, advanced diploma and diploma separate in angel healing therapy, or as an angel healing practitioner, and I've also got a certified accredited angel oracle card reader diploma. I'm also a student, a shamanism student. I'm doing a diploma of that with a different college. I'm still studying that, and I'm also actually actively looking for an apprenticeship, a shamanism apprenticeship, to actually become a shaman. So, and also I haven't got on there, but I haven't put on there that I make oracle cards, but I haven't put on there that I've also got a diploma in chakra healing, because at the time I didn't when I was done these cards. So it says apex bling. Apex means the predator, the top of the, like the alpha, it's the apex bling. It was where you are. So your apex bling could be literally real life diamonds and gold. It could be real life bling, and you know that that's your come up. You've worked hard to get to that, and that's how it should be. You're there where you should be. But it also could mean a metaphorical apex bling. If you're a lawyer or you work in an industry where you've got to fight for people's rights and shit all the time, you put on your bling every day. You put on your crown, you put on your jewelry, you put on your watch, whatever your apex bling is, it's within you, and you're wearing it every time you step out into that mindset. So wicked. Witching hour, candle power. Well, as a witch myself, it's not uncommon for me to do candle magic. I like candle magic. It's easy and it's quick and it works quite well. But that's not to say I don't pour 6 hours or 6 days even of my life into one spell. So, witching hour, candle power. Do you need to, have you done some candle magic? Or maybe you need to do some candle magic. And candle magic, honestly, for a newbie or a person that really doesn't get into those things, like I come from a long line of witches and stuff, and I really do. It's different. People that work or live and breathe in that world, like me, it's my lifestyle. It's not a way of life. There's a difference. But even just lighting a candle and just saying, please Archangel Michael, or please Nana, come in, or please Spirit, or please Universe, I need some peace, I need some help, I need some this. That's as simple as it could be. Witching hour, candle power. If you're getting into magic or you know about magic, maybe find a really good quality or worthy of opponent or worthy candle spell. Also, I have to say, if you're not used to working with candles and stuff and you want to do a spell, I recommend you set it in the clean sink, in the laundry sink where there's nothing else around, if you're not used to having candles going. Because when people start working with candles, sometimes they forget that they've got a candle burning and they go, fuck, and they've gone out and done things and come home and the candle's burning. It's like, oh my God, that was so lucky. So if you put it in a sink or somewhere where there's nothing else around you where it can get affected by, that's a bit more safer, Okay, next card. It says breadwinner clan. Speaks for itself. You are the breadwinner. Technically the breadwinner of a family or a life, I can't get my words out, of a family or a situation. The breadwinner is the person that makes the money, the person that does the best, the person that provides, or the provider. They go make that money so they can provide the bread, basically, for the family. Breadwinner clan. You are a member of a global clan. You are a member of the breadwinner clan. You work hard to earn your coin. You work hard to have what you need. You work hard to do what you need to do in your life to provide for yourself and others. Breadwinner clan. Next card. Queen bitch. Well, that just speaks for itself. Either there's a member in your immediate family that is an absolute bitch and she thinks she's the fucking queen and she's the controlling freak and she likes to have a go at everybody and look down her nose at everybody and pick and select and choose who she does and doesn't love on any given day. That could be the queen bitch. And don't get me wrong, it could be a male as well. Or maybe you're the queen bitch because you stood up for yourself, because you've done something different, because you've gone against the grain, because you've defended yourself against friends and family or situations or work environments or what have you. Maybe you're the queen bitch, but at the end of the day, you're the queen and you're a bitch. Thigh boots and slay. Oh, I love this card. Thigh boots. I have a pair of thigh boots. Mine are suede. I reckon there's been a fair few of us out there that have or have had them in the past. Thigh boots and slay. Get to business. Shake your booty to earn that fucking coin. And that doesn't mean be a stripper. It just means that put on your thigh boots and slay, basically. Get into that mindset as I'm going to shake my rump to get the money that I need to pay my bills, to have a come up. I'm independent. I work for myself. I look after myself. And that could literally be, you might be working at Woolworths and you see another job and you think, you know what, I'm going to apply for that because I've got my thigh boots on and I'm ready to fucking slay. And that's what it means. Thigh boots and slay. It has nothing to do with stripping unless you're a stripper. Maybe you are. Thigh boots and slay. This reminds me of Cardi B. Just the fact that she had to, got into the stripping world, and saved up a whole heap of her money and stuff so she could get out of a domestic violence relationship, and she had to come up from that. And now look at the girl, thigh boots and slay. Yeah. Next card. Excuse me. Recho eternal. So basically that means what you put out, you're going to get back. When you're in a room where there's mirrors all around you and you can see 1,000 different remnants of yourself in that mirror, that is what this card is. Recho eternal. What you put out into the ether, into the world, into the universe, into the energetic fields of different layers, because there's more than one layer of energetic field. Into the different realms, into the different worlds, what you put out is eternal. So, and that's what people say. You need to be careful about what you say, because once you've said it, you can never take it back. Same thing when it comes to energy, how we are, what we do. You know, I'm not a perfect person. I'm sure you guys aren't perfect people either. But this is what this message is. Reach your eternal. What you put out, you can into the world, you can never, ever, ever remove, because it's an energy. You can shift it, you can alter it, you can harness it, you can manipulate it, you can adapt it, but you cannot take it back. Now, energy cannot be created and energy cannot be destroyed. Energy is energy. Graduate of the Bougie Institute. Yay! So, okay, so basically, like, you know, you might have come from a hard background and you've worked your ass off to get where you are. You know, like I heard a story from somebody recently who had a friend who grew up in a really drug-induced environment, and then they'd go up to the neighbour's house to have food and all this sorts of stuff, and then they were old enough to go, you know what, I really can't stand this anymore. And they had a sibling who joined the forces, and they went, fucking wow, that's crazy. My sibling gets food, gets shelter, gets an education, gets a career, gets everything. So when this other person was old enough to join the forces, they too joined the forces, different forces, but they also joined the forces. And that is a perfect example as a graduate of the Bougie Institute. You're humble, you know your fucking background, you know how hard you work, you know where you come from, but you're a graduate of that because you're not living in that energy anymore where, you know, you're above that. You're looking beyond that now. You know you've had that growth and you know you've earned that growth, and that's what it is, graduate of the Bougie Institute. Chip a nail or chip away. This speaks for itself. You're going to work hard, and then chip a nail and go, oh, well, that's cool, I work hard enough, I can afford to fix that. Or are you going to be sulky because, oh, no, I don't want to get my hands dirty? And it doesn't literally mean chip a nail, and it doesn't literally physically mean get your hands dirty. It just means, are you willing to do the work, or you're going to be prissy about things and go, oh, but my nails, whatever. Just an example. But, you know, this goes for men as well. This is, like I said, there's no gender surrounding this. I'm going to run out of time to do all of these. Second chance is a gateway drug. Hallelujah. Second chance is a gateway drug. What, that fuckboy that keeps disrespecting you or only is giving you one-sided love? No, I don't think so. You know, second chance in a relationship, second chance is a gamble, second chance is a gateway drug. If you're not happy, stop giving people second chances. Even yourself, go, no, you've had your chance. This is it now. I'm taking the reins into my own hands. Second chance is a gateway drug. Frills aren't edgy. Yeah, so if you picture a frill on a dress or a bed linen or whatever, it's frilly, it's soft, it's girly, it's feminine, it's like that. But frills aren't edgy. So basically, if you want to get through in life, it's okay to be frilly. You might be a very, very feminine person, even though you're a male. You might be very feminine, but those frills aren't edgy. Are you strong enough? Are you edgy enough to put your foot down and make a change and go, yeah, you know what? This is really good. I love the cushy side of this aspect, but I want more. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. I want some drive. I've got drive. I want to get out there. Are you edgy enough to say frills aren't edgy? Are you edgy enough to go, you know what? I've come to a certain level in my life. Financially, I'm stable. Emotionally, I'm stable. Every other element of my life, I'm stable, but I want more. There's an edge here that I'm not hanging off the cliff from, and this is it. Voodoo vibes. Well, that speaks for itself. Don't get me wrong. I love myself some voodoo and some hoodoo. I do love working with voodoo and hoodoo magic. I really, really do. So this speaks for itself. Voodoo vibes. So maybe you come across to others as mystical or alluring or magical, or, you know, maybe it's like you are... what's the word? You know, when people aren't sure, they sort of can't pinpoint your vibe or pinpoint your energy. Maybe you are a voodoo witch. Maybe you do voodoo, you know, whatever it is. But this is the voodoo vibes. But also the other meaning of this is, do you do voodoo? This is a message. Whatever your voodoo shit is right now, whatever you've done or you're about to do, this is your confirmation. Voodoo vibes. Never negotiate your worth. Enough said. Mama said, hey, color me this. So every time you or they, whoever, get throw shade, I can't even get my words out, get shade thrown at you, turn it into a color. Go, wow, that shade of grey is fabulous against my pink dress. Wow, that splash of yellow is fantastic against the grey you've just thrown at me. Every time somebody throws shade at you, it's colouring you. It's actually giving you more depth, more sustenance. It's making you be more full and more whole. So basically, colour me this. You can come at me any fucking way you want. I will use what you're giving me and turn that into something fantastic. Growth. Color me this. You can't bring me down. My consort is collared. This is a bit cheeky. My consort. A consort is a person that has married into a royal family that is actually a commoner. Straight off the bat. My consort is collared. Now, this could be two things. Are you a dominatrix? Or are you a dom? Is your consort collared? You know, or whatever it is. My consort is collared. And that could just mean that you have a really good handle on your relationship with your partner. Maybe they do come from a different side of the tracks. Maybe you come from the other side of the tracks. You know, whatever it is, your consort is collared. And if you're single, it doesn't mean any other thing than come from that mindset that you are able to maintain and keep under wraps the relationship you have with your partner. They're not going to stray. They don't stray because they're collared and they're respectful. Basically, collared is another variation of being owned by somebody, or by choice. You're always by choice, but you've submitted to that person. Maybe you're the collared person, maybe you're the consort, maybe you're collared, and that is how you show people, your partner I should say, or your dom or what have you, that you are a loyal subject to them. Loyalty. Homey round home. Love this card. Now, this could be about your boyfriend or about your husband, or it could be about your female lover if you're a man, or a woman. Who gives a fuck, right? Homey round home. It's about loyalty. Now, there's more than one meaning for this. So it could mean that you're at home in your home space and you're kicking back and you are just your homey around home. You're replenishing your energy, you're getting your strength, you're cruising around the house in a jumper and your hair in a messy bun or whatever, and socks and no slippers, and you're just homey around home. It could also mean that your friends in your life and your people in your life right now, they're your true homies. They're your loyal friends and family. They're your people. They're your tribe. Homey round home. But it could also mean that you have a loyal partner. When you guys are not out partying or going to this event or doing different things, your man or your woman or your lover is happy to just hang out with you on the couch and watch a bit of TV. Homey round home. I just finished my cup of tea. Okay, cool. Next. One of a grind. Yeah, you know, like when you grind coffee in a grinder, even though there might be 5,000 coffee granules in there, not one is the same as the next. And that's what this card is about. You're one of a grind. You're not one of a kind. You're one of a grind. The way you hustle is your way of hustling. It might be the same as the person next to you, but it's not. It's not. It's just actually not the same as the next person. You are one of a kind. You are one of a grind. How you grind and hustle to pay your bills, to provide for your family, to pay for your education, whatever you're doing, is unique to you and you only. Nobody else on the planet can do the same because it's your energy. Drink water and entrepreneur. Well, that speaks for itself. Are you hydrated? Do you need to drink some water? Keep flushing the stale and stagnant and empty residue energy out of your system. Drink water, but still get up, do your come up. Entrepreneur. Run your shit. Truth hurts, so does a Brazilian. That speaks for itself, guys. Truth hurts, but so does a Brazilian. So what that means is, like, you know, if you're willing to go get a Brazilian, but you're being deceitful to your loved ones or to yourself or to your family, well, the truth hurts. It's the same amount of pain, isn't it? It's still painful, still going to hurt. Truth hurts, so does a Brazilian. Keep it real. Love yourself better. Serenity and misery are sisters. Yeah, well, that's the truth, isn't it? Serenity and misery are sisters. What sister are you? Are you either of those, or you're a different one? Serenity and misery are sisters. They have to coincide. It's the yin and yang element. It's the yin and yang aspect. Serenity and misery are sisters. Cool hair, multi-millionaire. I love this. I really love this card. It kind of reminds me of, like, you know, somebody that's just kind of got like a long heap of extensions in their hair past their bum now, and they're cruising up the street with like fabulous glasses and stuff on, and they're feeling $1 million because it's energy. Energy doesn't lie. Cool hair, multi-millionaire. Maybe you've just gone and got your hair done. Maybe you're about to go get your hair done. Whatever it is, cool hair, multi-millionaire. You're going to feel $1 million. Do something nice for yourself. It doesn't have to be your hair, but do something just for you. It'll make you feel good. Copyist karma. So if you're not copying somebody, but they're copying you, copyist karma. They will get their just desserts. Karma will come through. The balance of the scales will be equaled out. Copyist karma. There is nothing fucking worse. I understand. What's the saying? Copying is the flattery, something form of flattery. copying somebody is the most, whatever the saying is about people copying you and it's a form of flattery. Yeah, that's great, but not on my watch. You know, that nothing pisses me off more than when somebody copies my wording, copies my style of readings, tries to copy everything, my just whatever it is that I say, and then say those words back to me, like in a real sort of conversation, as if like I didn't realize. Just because I don't fucking mention things, it doesn't mean I don't realize or I'm not aware that you're copying me. And you're going to get your karma. But at the same time, if you're copying other people or other people's ideas, or you're trying to be like a celebrity, or you're trying to live a certain way because you got raised in an environment where, you know, your self-worth was about having money and about having cars and about having this, having that, you're going to get your karma. You're going to get your karma. Just be yourself. Fuck everyone else. Okay, they call me Shredder. Yeah, they call me Shredder. So basically, you know, you don't mess around. You're serious about your approach. Now, you might shred, you know, people's lies, people's bullshits, people's energy, people's heartaches, whatever people put you through, you're just going to shred it up and go, you know what? It means fucking nothing to me. They call me Shredder. Picture it going through a shredder, like a paper shredder, and it's disappearing. It's gone. It's all shredded up now. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. You can't do nothing because it shreds your shit, right? Like, you will end things as quick as they start. You're not going to cop shit from people. Or this might be a message that you need to. The other message for this is that, is your aura healthy at the moment? Do you have rips and tears and shreds through your auric field? Because I think that if that's what it means to you, or whoever you're inquiring about, you need to go get that fixed up, because you really obviously do. So if you picture like a beautiful cloth hanging off a tree or something pretty, but it's all sort of got rips and shreds all through it, that could be what I mean by your aura. So they call me Shredder. Fix up your aura if you need to. Dynasty, bloodline, that means the exact same thing. Bloodline and dynasty and bloodline means the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing. But basically what this message is on this particular card is that if you got, obviously we've all got family on earth here on this plane, but if you don't communicate with that family, or you're different to those members of your family, or you don't get along with them, or there's been heartache and abuse and all the shit that goes with fucking families, Spirit is saying basically this is for you to know that you are still a member or a part of your bloodline. Whether you're dead or alive or indifferent, who cares, right? You're still your bloodline. You cannot change your DNA. You cannot change your ancestral link to things, your dynasty. It's your bloodline. It goes right back to the dawn of time. That is how you are. That is who you are. And if you might seek some solace from that, that's fantastic. Call on your ancestors if you need to. Crown made of fucks not given. Yep. Every time somebody stabs you with a spiritual fork, you take that fork off them and you attach it to your headpiece, and ta-da, fabulous, glorious, whatever, you now have a crown. Crown made of fucks not given. Every time somebody puts you down or hurts your feelings or tries to make you feel inadequate because you've had a come up, because you've got growth and spiritual growth and stuff in your life, you make a crown from that energy, and it's now your crown made of fucks not given. Very serious shit. Pristine, primitive. Yeah, we're all primal. We all come from a primal place. Primitive. It's, you know, it's monkeys in trees from the dawn of time. It's like the dinosaurs. It's before then. It's like, you know, the volcanic stuff. It's like the megalodons. It's like, you know, the sea creatures that are, you know, are extinct now. It's like everything. It's the primitive space that has allowed us to get to how we are now. And regardless of living in flash cars, with money, mobile phones, tattoos, piercings, jewelry, whatever it is to you that makes you feel like you're pristine, you're still primitive, and hold space for that primitiveness, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to be pristine, are you? Next card. Scholar Holler. Yeah, so basically this means you're knowledgeable. Whatever it is that you know about, and it could be education-wise, it could be university, it could be college, it could be TAFE, it could be diplomas, it could be nursing, it could be whatever the fuck it is to you, or whoever you're inquiring about. You know your shit. You know what you're talking about. And it could even just be information about family and about secrets and stuff to do with things. So again, knowledge is power. Holler out to you, because you're a scholar. You know what you know, and what you know is what you know, and that's just final. Return to sender. Yay! In the witchy world, this is quite common. There's spells you can do to return energy back to sender. You can even just, like, depending on how long you've been working as a witch, or am a witch, or born into witch world, or what have you, you can just actually just say a couple of words and just boom, send it back, return to sender. So every time somebody picks on you or you feel uncomfortable in yourself, whatever, send it back. So you can even send that negativity if you're depressed or have anxiety or whatever. You can say, Spirit, take it from me, please. I want you to transmute this energy into something else, return it back to sender. So you will turn it back to source and go, thank you very much, but nah, don't need it. Transmute it and give it back as love or what have you. So return to sender. Amythyst grills, yay. I love this card. Obviously my name is spelt different. Mine's A-M-Y, not A-M-E, but Amythyst grill speaks for itself. So some people say diamonds are a girl's best friend. Not me. I don't like diamonds necessarily. I love amethyst. I love turquoise and I love silver. Like I don't wear any yellow gold or rose gold. If I do wear any gold, it's white gold, but I'm a silver girl. True witchy poo in that element as well. But amethyst grills. So for me, put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where your mouth is. For me, mine's my amethyst grills. I pop my spiritual, imaginary, metaphorical amethyst grills in and I'm gangster. I'm cruising out, doing whatever I'm doing, feeling good, knowing that I've held down my job, held down my family, held down my money, done whatever I need to do, held down my bills, my amethyst grills. But that for you could be different. What is your amethyst grill? Is your amethyst grills the cars that you have, the career that you've got, your university certificates, your doctorate? What is it? What is your grills made of? Energy doesn't lie, speaks for itself. This is in every single deck I have ever made. Energy doesn't lie is a card in every deck. Focus, pocus. Yeah. What do you need to focus on? Focus, pocus. Come from that magical element. Come from that magical element where, it's like hocus pocus, but you need to focus, pocus. What do you need to focus on in your life to get you where you need to be? Remain focused because you're right there where you need to be. The magic is about to happen. Intention. It's all about energy, intention. Nirvana, my mirror. Exactly. So nirvana, it means like, that holy place, that place where, well, it's the holy place. It's more it's more like an energy, a feeling. Nirvana, my mirror. So nirvana, my mirror. I'm loved. I'm happy. I'm good. I'm giving back good things out into the world. Nirvana, my mirror. Return that back to me. I will happily take what you're offering me in a love mindset, in an emotional mindset, whatever your form of nirvana, my mirror is. This is fantastic because it's about having that peace and tranquility in yourself. But it doesn't have to be through material elements. It can be just a feeling. Nirvana, my mirror. The Zen state. Listen, Zen in itself. Zen, Zen's a whole different story. People always talk about, I need to be Zen. No. Zen only after you've truly lost everything in your life, one way or another, physical, mental, spiritually, sexually, emotionally, whatever. After you as a human, once you have, or if you have ever experienced that whole element of that level of loss, bringing you back to raw, to bare, to basic, time and time again, only then can you reach that Zen state. It's like, again, the phoenix rising from the ashes. Loss is a gain. That speaks for itself. Whatever that means to you, loss is a gain. Karate slap. Yeah, I will slap the shit out of you if you keep giving me a hard time, or if you think that I'm doing the wrong thing, or if you're not happy with my growth. Move out of my way. Karate slap. I don't have time for this shit. Hashtag goal slap. Speaks for itself. Strictly business. Yeah, people really morph their feelings into things sometimes when it's literally just strictly business. Like you could have gone to school with somebody you're really close to and you've applied for the same, like you're studying the same thing, you've applied for the job at the same place, for example, and you get the job and then they get their fucking nose out of joint. It's strictly business. If you might have a business partnership with somebody and then the waters get a bit murky and there's a bit of emotion involved, and again, it's strictly business. No offense, I will not slay you to get to the top to where I need to be in my life, but it is strictly business. I'm on a mission here. Hashtag goal slut. Cleanse your friends list. Well, that speaks for itself. Sovereign energy. Sovereign means royal, queen, king, sovereign energy. Come from that space of sovereign energy. You are royal in your own right. You are the only person on this planet that is you, and therefore that gives you that royal energy, sovereign energy. Bask in it. Ascend, be thy trend. Grow. Ascend, growth. Come up. Maybe you have just done that. Ascend, be thy trend. It's trendy, is it not, to have that spiritual a mental and emotional growth, go for it. Because with the spiritual, mental and emotional growth, you get financial growth. You get different layers and levels of growth. Ascend be thy trend. Bitches be trippin', where my postcard at? All the gossip and all the bullshit and all the drama that's going on around you, they're the ones that trippin'. That you're not. Where's my postcard? You're going to go around and trip out about me and talk all this shit about me and say all these things about me that you may or may not know, or whoever you're inquiring about. Send me a postcard. I must emit my shone is shining. Your light is shining bright. You are of the spirit. You are of the light. You are of source. You are source. I must emit my shone is shining. Commando round town. Now, this could mean two different things here. Commando round town. Commando is also another way of, meaning for wearing no underwear when you're out and about doing things. So maybe that's your thing. Commando round town. But it also means, like, reminds me of a Rambo type of thing. Like you're out, you're doing your thing. Like you're living your life. You're doing what you need to do around the place, whether it's town or not. It's just metaphorical. Commando around town. You're in charge of your shit. You're the commander of your captain's ship. You're the commander. You're the captain. STFUSMH. Shut the fuck up. Shake my head. The pendulum always swings back. Damn straight. Like even a pendulum on an old grandfather clock. The pendulum always swings back. What goes up must come down. What you get out, you will give back. Jealousy is a disease. That's exactly right. Jealousy is a disease. It's a mental thing. It's not any other thing. It's not even an emotional thing. Jealousy is a disease. It is a mental disease. It's not emotional. Final card. Klingons get gone. Go away. Don't leech off me because for example, I'm Amythyst, or I'm Mary, or I'm Michael, or I'm Richard. Don't hang off me. Get gone. Klingons, get gone. If you can't bring to the table and match me, or at least meet me a quarter of the way and make an effort, I don't want you in my life. Piss off. So overall, that's the messages. The Whimsical Bitch Oracle. Let me know what you think. Much love. Take care. Blessed be Amythyst.